Why does my county commissioner, councilman, or sheriff have to trot off to Washington at taxpayer expense all the time? After all, aren't our elected congressmen and senators in charge of making federal law, while our commissioners are in charge of creating county ordinances? That is true in a sense. Commissioners and councilmen only have the power to create ordinances, but they do have the power and obligation to influence other laws which will impact their constituents. Their legal responsibility is to protect the health, safety, and welfare of county citizens. Congress is often debating legislation that has huge impacts on local communities, but they are so far away from Main Street that they can't see the impact that laws have when they are implemented. And with so many voices from lobbyists and special interests, local government should be involved if your sheriff, councilman, or commissioner is going to look after your welfare as a citizen. A perfect example of that is if Washington introduces a new law that had the potential to bankrupt a county, the county representatives should have their voices heard. Whether it's unfunded mandates, changes in Medicaid, or conflicts between local and federal law enforcement, things that happen in Washington affect Utah, and our congressional delegation needs the input from local on-the-ground leaders to make sure they are representing all of the local constituents. But perhaps more important than the legislative side of the equation is the relationship with regulatory entities. Regulations are created by policymakers who are not elected, have no connections to the local people, who sometimes live on the other side of the country. According to a recent article in Forbes magazine, there were 115 new laws passed by Congress in 2015, at an average of 15 pages per law for a total of around 1,700 pages of new statutory law. On the other hand, the Federal Register added 82,036 new pages into their books, of which around 27,000 of those were new regulations. Those regulations can impact a community the same way a law does. It's almost impossible to change a regulation once it's passed, but there are often hearings where these regulations are being planned and discussed. If local officials are at the table, they can have some effect on those proposed regulations. So there are legitimate reasons our local representatives travel to Washington to represent us. Without those trips, the communication between federal and local would grow further apart. What are we currently doing to close that gap of communication? We will find out in our discussion today on the county seat. I'm Maggie Kay.